I still don't understand what European countries are doing with their stocks of ammunition and equipment, because legitimately it was built to fight Russia. You have
Mm.
Ukraine fighting Russia. We don't need our equipment because Russia is not capable of invading any other country. Like, yeah,
So you feel, so what you're
yeah,
saying is that the European countries have a lot of ammunition, have a lot of equipment that they're not sending to Ukraine that they should be sending to Ukraine.
yeah. So I don't know about the ammunition. I think that with ammunition, especially like with the artillery rounds, where we don't have that much, unfortunately, because we never had a lot. But let's say specifically tanks, aircraft, and all of that stuff. Yes, of course, we do need to have something reserved specifically planes and stuff. But like countries that are not bordering anybody, like let's say here I'm going to say Slovenia, we don't have a lot, but any like armor, APCs, and everything else like that, just send it. Germany as well. Sorry, but Russia is not going to invade you via the North Sea because they, like we've seen it in Ukraine, that they can't even cross like a 20-meter wide river or like a pond, and they get smacked. Like, trust me, they will not send an invading force of ships
Yeah.
into northern
Do you
Germany
feel,
because they're going to get smacked.
yeah, do you feel they're not doing that because they're worried that it would
Yeah.
increase the speed of which we would say officially we have World War III? Is that the reason you think why they're not fully sending everything?
Yeah, I think it has to do with that, and I call it BS, escalation management. It's like we're legitimately giving ourselves red lines. We're not going to do this so that, Putin, that we're not doing that, right? And this has been happening since, what, oh wait, Putin invaded Georgia, pretty much. And we've
Yeah.
always had this escalation management. And I think one of the big changes was, I don't know if you remember in 2013 when there was the crisis in Syria. And at one point that Obama said pretty much the red line is that nerve gas or sarin, I think it was, or something like that. If you do this,
Mm.
there's going to be consequences. And then as soon as Assad did this, it was backtracking, right? And this is what Putin then thought, hey, you guys are always backtracking. And what you were implying at the beginning, right? Everybody was surprised. And I was surprised how fast Europe actually put in the sanctions. They stopped like getting the gas and pretty much everything, right? That was like a shock to everybody here. And
Mm.
I do think that we are just tying our hands behind our back and also doing the same thing for Ukraine. With the most stupidest thing ever is Ukraine can't attack on Russia's land with all of its weapons. Russia can. They can use North Korean weapons, Iranian weapons, some hybrid, probably Chinese, like dual component weapons and stuff like that. But no, God forbid, Ukraine, you can't attack their airfields from which they're
Yeah.
lobbing the bombs at.
It puts difficulty for Ukraine to fight. I guess
Mm-hmm.
the worry of the U.S. is when U.S. weapons will be used to attack Russian soil. That, I guess, they're worried, right? They're scared that this would result in a bigger conflict than it already is.
Yeah. So here is where, we can go into a little bit of technicalities, right?